again. You know I miss the boys that are out in St. Jude. Some days wish I lived on the moon. Never had to meet another douchebag. Think back to when I met the boys age 19. We were living on Chandler Street, fucking it up with a symbol. Never could have guessed after all the times we cheated dead. I'll be standing here with my head, my heart, my spirit, someone instead. Really should have guessed after all the times that we got faded, that my brain might get downgraded. Thank God, I think I'm feeling alright. I feel the fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel a fire again. I feel a spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I feel the fire it burns. I feel the fire again. I feel the spark inside my heart. I feel alive again. I just got sick of the lose, so I decided to grow. Yeah, decided to glow. Sick of the lows. I just got sick of the lows, so I decided to grow. Yeah, decided to glow. Sick of the lows. I just got sick of the lows, so I decided to grow. Yeah, decided to grow. Sick of the lows. The blood has spilled onto our hands. The drugs ain't drip coursing through our veins. Violence, violence, show your face. Show me we're all the same. Violence, beautiful violence, break my faith. It's broken anyway.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Earlier stream today, I have to go to the UPS store to pick up a new laptop so I can stop posting so many phone charts. I missed the delivery. I did not know that they needed my signature for it. Kind of stupid. I mean, I get it. If it's an expensive product, you want to know you got it, but I mean, whatever, I guess. What's up, Cash? How's it going? Micro Truffle, you were first. Congratulations. Gonna talk about Fed stuff today, TA stuff. Unfortunately, like, really nothing has changed. Just given like a real quick overview before we get into it. I mean, we've just gone sideways. That's usually for continuation. If you're going to have reversals, usually you'd see like big swing movements into smaller swing, make that double bottom, and continue higher from there. We're currently not seeing that. We're literally staying within a few percentage point range. So I'm going to be honest, pretty bearish. But we're going to talk about Fed stuff because I think they're feeding everyone a bunch of bullshit yet again. Probably going to go over that after we go over stock indexes. So stay tuned for that. So speaking of stock indexes, let's take a look. So looks like we had a little bit of a rally today. We've been talking about a potential rally back to the 33.5K level on the Dow. We have this head and shoulders. It has very well been confirmed, my neckline being right here. Could it be a diagonal neckline? Sure. I don't think so. I think horizontal lines just have so much more confluence than diagonal. Plus, you could draw a diagonal from any point. Like, the horizontal line's very easy to uncover. On top of that, we also have On top of that, we also have moving average. We have a death cross here. Ultimately, over the next couple weeks, our 20 will drift down to this horizontal support, and we will retest it if we keep continuing going up. I know that there was a lot of talk, and I'm going to go into a lot of more detail of this, of 50 basis points being priced in and being bullish. Guys, any interest rate hike is bearish. Doesn't matter if it's a 10 point, 25, 50, all of it's bearish. It means higher interest rates. It means less money is circulating, less money is being taken out and invested. It means a lot of things. We're going to get into that, but for now, just know that any kind of bounce is more than likely short term here. More than likely. S&P, same kind of deal, head and shoulders. We're very well anticipating a bounce. We've been talking about this for several weeks, and I'm not surprised we're bouncing. Whether the Fed said something minorly bullish or we just kind of continued our technical patterns here, a breakdown and retest is perfectly normal in a downtrend, just like a breakout or I guess if you consider this the last horizontal level, a breakout, retest, and then we continue. So for those people that are going to see this, I guess, V-shaped recovery pattern or dead cat bounce, it's not bullish. I know that there are a lot of analysts out there telling you new all-time highs, all this, all that. Guys, we're not, like, there's hardly any retail involvement in this space. And again, going to go over this a little bit more in detail after the stock index. NASDAQ, obviously the worst looking of all the charts. Could you call it a head and shoulders? I would. Our horizontal support being this around the 13,000 level. Again, a breakdown, retest the top of supply, and then head much lower. I very much anticipate that tech earnings just keep going down. Tech is expensive. When people aren't making money, tech is not going to go up. People aren't buying Teslas when food is expensive. They're buying the food, unless they're just crazy or delusional. Okay, so it looks like we've got about 50 viewers today. Smaller than I'd like, but let's talk about this Fed meeting. So federal government, or Federal Reserve, Federal Reserve, 50 basis point hike. They didn't mention recession at all in the minutes. They said the economy and inflation should recover by the end of the year. Okay, first things first. Know that midterms are the end of this year. So anything the Federal Reserve says right now is to greatly influence midterms. If they use the words recession, if they use the words heavy inflation, anything negative, that's going to hurt the Biden administration, the Democratic Party, who currently holds power and presidency. That's going to hurt them. People aren't going to vote for the Democrats when they lead everything as we're going into recession. So think about it in a tactical form. They don't have to mention the word recession. They don't have to. They don't have to mention hyperinflation. Can they tell you something's going to happen, and is that fraudulent? I think it is, but technically they're okay doing it. They can make a projection, and if it's not hit, it's a projection, right? They can't get in trouble for that. But in my opinion, they're lying to everybody. Unbelievable that it's like they took a shit on the desk, right? And they put a bunch of salt and pepper on it and told you it was a gourmet meal. Like, no, it's just shit covered in salt and pepper. Like, that's all it is. They're taking a a shitty situation and trying to make it look better by their use of vocabulary. Guys, if the Federal Reserve doesn't do something soon, we are so beyond boned. Like, screwed. Like, they should have started doing something months ago. And, that's always what we say. You should have done something months ago. But now looking at it, saying, okay, this could go from, hey, we could go through a recession. It'll be 1 to 2 years. People are going to suffer. Economy's going to suffer, yada, yada. Yeah, they could do that now, and it probably won't be that bad. It's a year where you have to cut back on spending. Some people are going to suffer, and it's the way it is. But now we have these people telling people there will be no recession, telling people that there's nothing to worry about. Guys, there is a statistic that Americans, and I don't speak for the rest of the world, just America. My statistics are America-based. Go USA. But Americans are actually spending as much, if not more, on consumer goods than ever before. They're not holding back. The costs are going up. The amount they're purchasing, so basically, so you go to a restaurant and a steak's, like a 16-ounce steak's $100. Well, now they're giving you a 12-ounce steak for $100. You're still paying the $100, you're just getting less of a portion. So regardless, Americans are paying equal or more for stuff. They're not cutting back. They're not cutting expenses. They're not closing subscriptions. They're still going out and eating. They're still spending ridiculous amounts. This, that, and the other thing. On top of that, you have people taking out enormous amounts of debt. So what does this mean? One, it actually is a good thing because it makes our economy look strong. We have people buying. We have money circulating. We have goods being purchased. This is actually good for the economy. But we're solving a problem by creating another problem. You see what I'm saying here? If you are taking out debt and taking out loans at high interest rates that are most likely going to absolutely screw you in the forthcoming future, how is that helping? I mean, yes, temporary fix. It's a very short-term fix. But what happens when the money runs out? What happens when your eyeballs up in debt and you can't pay it off? Or your interest rates are so high you can't afford food because you have to pay off that loan or else you'll keep going into debt. What happens when they take your house because you can't pay for anything and they need to take assets? These are all things you guys should consider. You're being lied to, and you have people in the market saying, you have JP Morgan saying Bitcoin's an alternative asset, and everyone their mother's bullish on Bitcoin and calling for new all-time highs. And guys, there's no retail in the market. We haven't even had a month of accumulation. Accumulation is it's basically a sideways consolidation where you make new all-time highs. I mean, this is accumulation before we rock it up. And look how long this took. This was like 3 years, 2.5 years of accumulation in here. I know this is stock market, but I'm just giving you an example of accumulation. How likely is the change for renounce at this level as compared to going much lower from here? That's the big question everyone wonders about. I mean, you're going to have a bounce. If you look at 2018 or 2008, we had several bounces. We actually had 2 major bounces here and then a crash. Ultimately, I'm waiting for the crash. The crash, that's when everyone concedes and they say, no, this isn't okay. We're getting screwed. We need to get out. But ultimately, you're being lied to. And if you're someone that doesn't make a lot of money and you're barely making ends meet, or maybe you're making ends meet, but you got a little bit of cash on the side, maybe instead of going out to that expensive dinner, maybe save it and eat in. It's my only advice. Because there is a shitstorm brewing, Randy. There's a shitstorm of brewing, Randy, if you guys know where that quote's from. Shout out to you. But anyways, there's a shitstorm coming. And whether it happens over the summer or post midterms or whatever, it's coming. We're solving problems by creating more problems. That's like fighting fire with more fire. Like you're just making the fire bigger and it's going to get more destructive. I actually think you can fight fire with fire, but I'm not too positive on. We're at the denial stage before panic. I mean, I don't really know what stage we're at, and personally, I don't care. I don't see all-time highs. And ask yourself legitimately, gas in most places is above $5 a gallon. Groceries have gone up 50 to 60%. Mortgages and housing values have gone up. Like your mortgage, if you bought a house in the last year and a half, your mortgage went up 90% due to interest rates and the value of homes. Remember that. So if everything's going up, people are going to have to spend more, which means they have less money left over to invest. Keep that in mind. Less money to invest. And I know whales push the market, but ultimately retail does as well. Retail still has a portion that pushes the market up parabolically, that assists in the bull market continuation. Whales just accumulate. They actually sell into retail buying and continuing to push the price up. I have a micro question on Bitcoin. There's always a pump before a harsh dump, at least small one. Don't you think we go to 33 to 37? No, I don't see any type of reversal. 33 to 37 is a 30% pump. That is not a micro pump. What's up, Bart? How's it going, man? Appreciate you talking about real stuff. Hey, anytime. I mean, someone has to do it. You can control the burn forest to prevent wider spread, but you're still burning the forest down. I don't know. Tomorrow I have no idea. I don't really look at stocks. Maybe I think it happens. Bitcoin could jump a bit, max 34 to 35. Yeah, but we'd have to see some kind of reversal pattern. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here in a moment. So total charts. I mean, same thing as Monday, looking pretty awful. We closed below the purple line, and it's done. We're capitulating. Total is Bitcoin and all cryptocurrency. Total 2, same story. Start closing below the orange and blue line. This, I guess, demand area. Things get ugly. Total 3, same exact thing. Don't want to hold you guys up too long on the total charts just because, not that they're not important, but we covered this on Monday. And again, they're just kind of sitting in demand consolidating. But one thing I will note is a volume is going up as price is going down. It's never a good sign if you're bullish. DXY, real quick. DXY is pulling back. And we talked about this on Monday, that we could definitely bounce here and continue going up. This is still a very, very bullish structure. Ultimately, the weekly RSI mad overbought here, and a pullback is needed. We could pull back to 100 and continue going higher. You can see here, we hit a resistance, kind of consolidated for a while, and kept going up, ultimately to drop in 2018. But consolidation before going up is completely normal. I mean, you can see several examples if you scroll through the DXY chart. But ultimately, still very bullish structure. Just because the DXY is dropping a little bit here does not imply bearishness. Not really at all. $21K sailor margin call. I've seen that. Did we go down tonight? I'm not sure. We'll get into the TA. I really haven't looked at charts all day because I knew there would be a volatile mess with the Powell stuff. And honestly, I've been doing pretty well trading. I don't. In the last couple days, I've made almost 7 figures, so I don't really need to be greedy here. One of my students made 25 grand yesterday. It was unreal. USDT.D. So one thing I want you guys to note: USDT.D is in price discovery, which is bullish, which is actually extremely bearish for Bitcoin. And just to note, before we get into the Bitcoin TA, Bitcoin dominance is extremely bullish breaking out here, which is bearish for Bitcoin and altcoins. And then last but not least, Ethereum to Bitcoin is closing below this potential head and shoulders here. I would even consider possibly this as the right shoulder just because it matches with that left shoulder and your neckline being this diagonal line here. You guys know me. I don't like diagonal lines. Where could you put a horizontal line? Possibly right here. So really we need to get it below like 0.06 for this to be considerate. But regardless, we're seeing a head and shoulders reversal pattern. We're closing below diagonal support. Things could get ugly very, very soon for altcoins. I would not be too eager to buy alts right now. Not at all. All right, let's get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin. The Bitcoin news is bullish. Yeah, just kidding. So, okay, ultimately, we're in a bear flag, right? So, we're here chilling in a bear flag. going sideways, resetting RSI, resetting MACD. We know that Bitcoin dominance is very, very bullish, which is bearish for crypto. We have USDT.D being bullish, which is bearish for crypto, and we have a bear flag on Bitcoin. So if just by analysis alone, where would I predict that price goes? Down. I think our relief bounce was here. A lot of people don't agree, and that's fine, but our relief bounce was here. We went down 50% from top to bottom here. We went up from bottom to top 50%. Yes, this was very difficult to trade. Yes, it was very choppy. They set this up so people wouldn't take profits, but ultimately this was a bounce. This was your bounce. So aside from that, that was our bounce. We should continue going down the same amount of bars that this bear flag was, which was about 80 bars. So ultimately from breakdown, we should see a reversal. I gotta zoom out. We should see a reversal somewhere in July. Late July is when you should see a reversal or continuation pattern. You love me. Thank you. I love you too. All right. Daily. Again, more signs that are bearish. I mean, guys, low volume consolidation, return to mean. MACD, which is right. No, it's hidden. Why did it go away? Where did my MACD? Weird. Oh, there it is. Why is that? I've never had this problem before. What the hell? Ah. Why are we... Oh, there it is. Did not know that. MACD, again, people thought that this was a bullish cross. Although, yes, it implies a bullish cross. This is actually the bear zone. So any bullish cross is technically a fake out. So notice how on the cross we're still going sideways, ultimately resetting these indicators. We could continue going sideways, and this could keep going up. That, to me, again, tells me that we're just resetting for more downside. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if we were to invert this chart, right? So if I invert this chart, do this, and if I was a moon boy, or, you know, just being a trader, this is a bull flag. This is extremely bullish, right? So why are moon clowns, why are all these traders saying that this pattern isn't bearish? Now remember, we inverted the chart. That's why we said it's bull flag and bullish. Don't be a small brain. This is a bear flag. What's on this chart is extremely bearish. It's a bearish continuation pattern. It actually helps reset these indicators so they're not oversold, so you can continue going lower. I love how he traded the Trailer Park Boys, dude. That show's awesome. It really is. Open short at 29,650, stop loss 30,500, TP on 27,800. Could you share your opinion? I don't make trades for people unless you're a student of mine. So if you're interested in joining my class, I'll be sure to help digest your trade. But for now, I cannot do that. It's not fair to my students, and it's not fair to everyone watching the live stream for me to go over personal trades. All right, well, let's zoom in a little bit, shall we? 12 hour, I mean, same thing. You're just resetting RSI, MACD, low volume. I mean, nothing here is bullish. Nothing. The only bullish scenario I could paint is if somehow we make like a double bottom here. So like we would have to do something like this, right? Where we come back down and see like really low volume here, get a double bottom here, and then maybe go up. Maybe you get your 33K, and then we go lower. But again, in all honesty, I just don't see that happening. However, if I do see this low volume here, like if I see that, I will long. Yeah, I will definitely long. I'm not going to ego myself and say, hey, I'm going to miss out on a 20% trade right here, or a 15% gain right here. Like, how can you join? There's links in my Discord through Patreon. You can check it out. I have like just like a chart analysis and then like an actual trading school. The chart analysis is like way less expensive than the trading school, just because the trading school, there's like 40 videos that are an hour to an hour and a half long that I've made. Yeah. And if you ever need like a second opinion, you can always like ask my students in Discord. They'll tell you whether to sign up or not. Roman, God bless you. God has been blessing me this week, and I'm very, very thankful. Very, very, very thankful. Lots of people have been signing up for Bitget. I love it. Really, I only partner with solid exchanges. I don't shill shit on you guys. I've had plenty of opportunities to shill altcoins, to make $10,000 and shill some bullshit altcoin in my Discord. I always turn it down because I don't want to screw you guys. It's not fair to you. It's not what I live for, but, decent exchange wants to partner with me. They have high-rated security, great leadership team, easy mobile app, low fees. Like, why would I not want to share that with the rest of the Discord? You can use it. I believe you get a percentage off fees with my link. And on top of that, I use it. So you can, I'm debating doing copy trading. Debating. Again, I swing trade and I scalp, and sometimes I'll drunk scalp. I'll be honest, like sometimes I just get drunk and try a stupid trade with like $100 risk. And like 9 times out of 10 it doesn't work, but last night it worked and I made $1,000, so it was nice. But yeah, usually it doesn't work. Appreciate your work, my man. Hey, appreciate it, man. I just dreamed last night Bitcoin will go to 19,000 by next month. Nice. All right. 12 hour. Same thing as the day, just kind of consolidating in this flag. Ultimately, nothing is pointing towards reversal yet. I gave you guys a scenario, seeing here on the 4 hour. Even if we were to go down, it doesn't look like a double bottom to me. It looks like sideways consolidation. You have this awful volume here. Volume going down, price going up every single time. Volume going down, price up. Again here, price up, very, very low volume. Nothing here is very bullish. RSI, honestly, just consolidating. Let's look at our Bollinger Bands. So Bollinger Bands tell you when volatility is coming. So when these bands like basically squeeze like this, you break down or break up, and essentially it creates that volatile move. You can see very clearly here when our band squeezed, we actually had a fake out here and then just a dump that created volatility. So this was a liquidity grab, and then we continued our move to the downside. But honestly, we should see in the next couple days these bands will get tight. It's very clear that even the daily, the daily bands aren't very tight yet. So honestly, we could see some more consolidation for a couple days. Just a couple. Yeah, and my biggest tip to you guys, like, don't look at a chart 24/7. Like, you're gonna kill yourself doing that. And like, kill your account. You're not gonna kill yourself watching the chart, but you're gonna kill your account because you're gonna take 50 trades a day watching a 15-minute chart when we're consolidating and it's all choppy. Like, just watch the daily. Daily looks like consolidation. Play the daily levels. You'll make a ton of money. That's literally what I do. Is I literally just play daily levels. Like I said, I almost made 7 figures this week. Very happy about it. On your side as always, as shown on Twitter. I appreciate it. Let's look at a 1 hour and then a 15-minute for all you 15-minute traders. Yeah, again, guys, we had that volatility earlier from the Fed meeting. That initial like just liquidity, screw everybody. Ultimately, I think we'll go down. Let's look at 4 hour MACD. Yeah, it's hard to say. There's no pattern. Price is just moving, right? It's just resetting those indicators on the higher time frame. So if there was a pattern, I always call it out for my students. But last night, a couple of us shorted and made some money this morning. But ultimately, we're just looking at consolidation here. I do kind of see something. Maybe some kind of flag here, but again, this is all just chop. It's all to chop you out and drop price lower eventually. Top Gun, because I was inverted. Know what that means. Don't know what that means. Waiting for start of next month to sign up. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. If you want to sign up, I would sign up at the beginning of the month rather than at the end. So with Patreon, and it just to stay fair to myself, I have to charge you guys up front because I've had people, like, usually what it does is it charges the first of every month. So instead of doing that, it charges you up front and then the first every month. But if you sign up on the first, you'll just be charged once. If you sign up on the second, you'll still only be charged once. But essentially, I had people sign up like on the 2nd of the month, go until the 29th, cancel their payment, and then I never got paid. So it's, I have to charge up front. It sucks. We've got people that are scummy and like to take advantage of stuff, but that's just the way it is. I'm sorry, but just how it has to be, Just how it has to be. How did you almost make 7 figures? Oh, sorry. I'm totally fucking this up. 5 figures, not 7. I wish I made 7. Sorry, my brain's a little... I told people, like, in Discord, I'm like, I almost made 7 figures in 6 days, and they're like, what? I'm like, wait, 5. Sorry, I've just said 7, like, so many times. It's 5. I almost made 5. And they weren't big trades. They were actually pretty small trades, just capitalizing on little gains, taking profit here and there, and chilling. It was when you did the bull flag, then the bear flag. Oh, gotcha. Any explanation on why the market is going sideways this long with low volume? Yeah, it's because we're continuing to the downside. We're resetting our higher time frame indicators so we can continue our trend, which is down. There is no other answer than that. We're literally moving sideways, and it's funny because moon clowns will tell you that this is like accumulation or bullish accumulation. Guys, this is not bullish accumulation. This is literally a smaller version of this. So this, we go down, consolidate, dump, consolidate, and then we'll dump again, essentially. That's what that is. I was like, damn, dude. Yeah, dude. I was like, damn, dude. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, wait, if I made 7 figures, I probably wouldn't be live streaming today. I'd probably be in like Miami getting wasted, buying a boat and a house and all that. 7 figures. I'm such an asshole. I'm sorry about that. Oh, I wish. I wish. I freaking wish. All right. That's pretty much all I got today. Let's look at Ethereum. Yeah, I mean, same thing. Just flag, bear flag. That's pretty much all I have today. I mean, like I said, I've kind of covered everything on Monday. If you really need to look back, you can definitely take a look at Monday's stream. Again, the Federal Reserve is lying to you guys. Keep that in mind. I went on a tangent earlier in the stream if you're interested. And then it's today the 25th. Ooh, it is. So if you guys didn't know, partner with Bitget, they raised their deposit bonus to like $4,163. So if you're interested in a better exchange, definitely check them out. I use them. I highly recommend them. I haven't had an issue with them. They've never shut down on me. I know, I'm partnered and I get paid, but I actually genuinely like them. And I wouldn't want it any other way. Like I don't. My community knows that I don't partner with shit that gives poor results or isn't a solid option. Like I don't. That's not how I live. That's not the code I live by. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got. I got to go to the UPS store and pick up my new laptop. So hopefully, we won't see any more phone charts. Woo. So excited for that. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a nice Wednesday. I'm going to try and live stream Friday. I might be drunk. Might be funny. My brother might be here with me. My brother's visiting with his wife from New York City, and they're bringing their dog. So maybe we'll have them on live stream and drink and talk with you guys. I'll tweet something out. But anyways, guys, please be patient. Use risk management. Good luck trading.